Okay.
Afro Fish OG.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Afro in the Know Season 2, Episode 7. I still got to go back and recheck to make sure that that's actually Episode 7. I am not good at counting, so don't judge me on that. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. It is Tuesday, January 13th of 2026. If you have not made your New Year's resolutions yet, well, it's been 2 weeks. You're out of luck. But I hope one of your New Year's
Yeah.
resolutions, one of your New Year's resolutions was watching my shows. And today we have MayabiVT all the way from the content creation.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thank you for having me on the
I
show. Appreciate it.
No worries. I'm always like I'm one of those people who are like I'm always excited when I get new people on the show because it's
Yeah.
always fun just to learn and just everyone from around the around the community that just makes
Yeah,
it
I
amazing.
understand.
So, for all those who don't know, usually I kind of wait on this, but for all those who do not know, I love getting this started right away. You got the complete floor. I'd love to learn a little bit about yourself and what you all about.
Thank you. Well, hello everybody. I am Mayabi. I am a VTuber content creator and streamer. We like to play a variety of games. Like we are currently playing Detroit Become Human. I mean, I've already played that game a lot, but my chat chose it and they want to play. We love to play fighting games and we love to listen to music, mainly metal, because oh, look at me. And we like to also play RPGs and just have a lot of fun. But yeah, that's all about me.
That's awesome. I love that. So I'm interested because I'm not a VTuber myself. Obviously, this is not AI. Everybody, this is unfortunate. And so,
God damn, my God.
and so for people who are not, you know, like just VTubers, what made you want to become a VTuber in the first place compared to just like being like a face or even a faceless streamer?
Well, I think what got me into becoming a VTuber was I watched a lot of like Iron Mouse and Chibidoki, and they had some really good things to say. Like they said, hey, if you want to just do VTubing, go for it. Don't be afraid and just go for it. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I started off with like literally I was faceless for a while.
Mhm.
We started playing ep7 on Steam. It was just nobody. As in I was faceless, nothing. And then I started looking for models and then at first I found a Suika model. I'm like, oh, I look so cute, right? And then I bought it and I like customized it to where it looks like kind of like what I look like now. And we started to take off. We were like playing other games besides. They were playing like fighting games, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Dragon Ball,
Ooh,
Naruto games.
uh,
Oh, I love it. I love those games. Those are my favorite games. In terms of fighting games, those are my favorite ones. Um, and then recently, thanks to a friend, they helped me raise money to get this model, which is also customizable to make it look just like myself. And here I am. But yeah, I think what got me into VTubing was literally because of Chibidoki and Iron Mouse and a lot, because they are one of my biggest inspirations for even doing VTubing. If it weren't for them, I really probably wouldn't even do this, to be honest with you. So I did my little hand at content creation before my hobby became a thing, and
mhm.
it just didn't work out, right? And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I was watching a Chibidoki stream and then she said what I just said earlier, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go try this again. And then here we are.
That's amazing. So first I'm gonna say I think because I love the design. I think it's dope as hell.
Thank you so
Um,
much. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you also did mention like some of those fighting games. So I played
Yeah.
Grand Blue Zero versus
Oh, okay.
just started playing it back in like I'd say July or August of last year, and I was like, "Damn, this game is super fun." And
Yes.
it's cool, honestly. Like I was like, it felt like it was fun to get into, another more interactive anime that I didn't think was gonna be
Yeah,
possible.
exactly.
And I think Relink just dropped on the PlayStation Plus. So Grand
Oh,
Blue,
Relink is great.
yeah, Grand Blue Relink, I think it is. I don't know if it's like a remaster or what. Um, but apparently that's in the same universe or more of the story. And I'm like, these are so cool. I don't know. It's such a cool like anime in general. You also mentioned Dragon Ball Z Fighters, right?
Oh, yes, I did. I love
Okay.
that game.
I favorite. What's your combination? What's your combination?
Ooh, okay. So I have Z Broly because Z Broly is my favorite. Uh, non-popular opinion. I have Android 18, because Queen, and then I have Goku Black.
Okay.
Um, so I love my Goku Black, but then I switch them out with UI Goku.
Mm.
Or then I switch out my Z Broly with Super Broly, and 18 I sometimes switch out with um I think either Kid Goku or Vegeta.
Okay.
Usually it's Vegeta.
Nice. I because for me, like I go so it's Z Broly because
Okay,
yes.
good.
21.
Oh,
Like
okay, yeah, okay.
yeah, I like 21. I like the whole her like bit of like a copy ability. I love characters who have copy abilities. I think it's
Yes, same. I love
and
that too.
and Yamcha. Um I I love playing as Yamcha.
He can be a problem in that game. I will give you one thing. He can be a absolute menace to the DBZ society in that game. It is crazy.
The one, you know what? He needs something though. He needs something besides being known for like the pose.
And dying. Yeah, like even in Super, I think the filler where he got hit with a baseball at Super Fast and he did the pose again. I'm like,
The pose
is this a
again.
running gag? Like, oh my god! I mean, I love it, but god damn, give Yamcha like a redemption arc or something. My man.
He needs one because I would personally wouldn't mind seeing a movie revolved around like Tien, revolve around Yamcha, revolve around
Oh,
Krillin,
that'd be so good.
18,
Yes.
just about them and like something with 17 and 18. There was I'm a fan of Dragon Ball Super, not nearly as much now that I used to be because like I just find when I go back to watch it, I find a lot of flaws in Super.
Yeah.
But one of the couple of the highlight moments that I think in there, and this is why I want to see one is 18 and 17 having more of like I want more of them. I want to see more of them actually like kind of reconnecting. Because I don't
That's
rarely
true.
see it,
Yeah. We
and I
really
think
don't see them kind of like reconnect. I mean, we see them, even though this is not canon, but we do see them fighting again in GT after 17 kills Krillin and called Blood right in front of her. Which is like, obviously, it was a
which is
great
fair.
reunion. Yeah. Um, but then I would love to see them reconnect too as well, 17 and 18, because in the show, they were established, quote unquote, like as kind of brother and sister relationship with 16. Um, but then we obviously know why 16 is no longer in the picture. He blew himself up. Um, but 17 and 18 will be just seeing them together again. Again, yeah, we saw them in Super, but they didn't really work together like they used to when they fought Trunks in the future, where they were a menace.
No, I think they did a bit where they fought together, but I know there was a moment where 17 patches up 18 and they have like a bit of a small
Yes,
talk, but they need more. Also, they have the Dragon Balls. Why haven't they brought back 16?
I know. I mean, Bulma can easily rebuild him.
Yeah, they could. Well,
Like,
yeah, they probably could rebuild it. I mean, I I never understood why they just don't bring him back.
I mean, the chip. I don't think the chip was destroyed unless it got caught in the
Oh,
after
on the cell tip.
yeah, because after he crushed his head and then his chip was still there after it fizzled out. I don't know if the chip is still there after the Kamehameha with Gohan and Cell. I'm not sure. But we never see 16 ever again.
Mm-mm. No, and that's why I was just kind of like, oh, okay. I wish 16ers. I wish there was a. I would love to see a moment where they bring up 16 and just either one of them just kind of misses 16 or something like that. Um,
Yeah,
I believe in because if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, I believe in fighters because I know fighters isn't canon, but like I know in
right.
fighters they mentioned that 21 was I think the mother of 16.
I believe that they said that, yeah. And when I saw that, I'm like, what? Um, okay. I mean, the damps.
I would have loved it. Like where's my son?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, I just didn't realize they're gonna pull that. Yeah, that's a cool, lore drop. I guess, but the more I look at him, the more I kind of see it. But at the same time, I'm like, huh. I wonder where that could have gone if she actually did just open the show, and if 16 got his head smashed in, and then Gohan, of course, would still be there, and then 21 would have probably gone full Majin and just murdered the Shiv. So, um,
oh yeah, no, she would have absolutely wrecked. Well, and not even Cell. I think she would have been mad at Dr. Gero for turning their son into an android.
into an android, yeah, against his own will.
Yeah, because we don't really. Cause, I mean, that's the one thing I don't know if they ever talked about. Was it a consensual thing between like 18 and 17? Was it they just took people and turned them into androids? Like, I don't really. I don't think they go into depth with it.
Yeah, I don't think they ever even said, like, not even in the manga either. I mean, there have been people who've, like, made their own, like, canon history or quote-unquote headcanon of how 17 and 18 were made into Android by Dr. Zero, and then I read those, I'm like, this is really good. Um,
Oh, some of
but,
those
of
fan
course,
ones
it's not
are great.
canon. Always, yeah. Have you ever read the one with, I mean, this is probably a more recent one. They did one with, oh my god, what was her name? It was basically like a Majin, not like a Majin, like Majin Buu, but I think it was a Saiyan who had like the Majin powers, who goes into Super Saiyan 2, whatever, and she's like really OP, and which is cool. I like it, but I keep forgetting her name. I think it was Vegito when Vegito set up beat the shit out of her at that point. But it was great. I mean I love me some Vegeta or Gogeta or either one is good to me because I love Fusion. Fusion's so cool, especially like, have you ever played Dragon Ball Fusions on the DS?
No, but I remember watching some of the fusions and being absolutely horrified, and then never watching it again.
That's fair. Like Tianxia, right? Have you seen that one?
I think so. Yeah.
That one was actually my favorite one. It's so funny. It's just like it looks like a balding old man. It's great.
I think like any of them with Hercule was always one that I was like, oh, please don't,
Oh God.
please
Yeah,
don't.
Goku. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, I think they did that in Budokai 2, when I did Gokyo. And then I think in the first game, Budokai 1, where Cell absorbed Krillin because like a Cell Jr., and then Yamcha and Tien could beat the shit out of him too. I'm like, that was great.
I can't. Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, there was a bit where that was possibly going to happen until because he didn't know who to fuse into at first. He's like, the only one that
Right.
is Hercule, and it's like, oh my god, no. Uh,
Yeah, for real. There have been a couple of fusions where I'm like, I would have loved to see, like, I wanted to see, of course, if Gohan caught the Tar earrings and, real God and that. But again, it's like, what would you even call him? Like, you can't call him Gohan because it's literally
you
the
just
same
call
thing.
him. Yeah, you have to just call him Gohan or Goku. Like,
Yeah, like, you really can't mix their names together because it will just make the same shit.
you just make
That's
Gohan. You
like,
just call it Gohan fused or Goku fused.
yeah, go confused, yeah. Because you
Yeah.
have Gohan or Goku on? Nah, and that wouldn't work.
No, it would sound Gohanku. No, it sounds
Gohan Q, but yeah, it's really hard. So yeah, I would really like
knowing
to see them catch the Batara ring now.
knowing them. I could only imagine. Like it would have probably been like the entire episode of them just trying to find a name, and then Boo would
Yeah,
probably be
they're
trying.
just like exactly, and then Boo with something like a fucking like hourglass like I did in the time tomb and be like waiting all like pissed off. You got a name yet? Or you figured out what you want to do yet? Do you have a fucking name?" He's like, "Hold on, I'm thinking." And it was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again." But
Just sitting there being like,
I would,
you know,
oh
that is
god,
fair. I think it was funny that after their fight, Go Boo would be sitting there being like, I wonder what you do name him.
yeah, he would be like, "Shit, what would you call him?"
Yeah,
Then he would get mad at himself if he's so good.
I would love it. I would love seeing it. And you know, it's funny when it comes to like Dragon Ball 2 because like there's so much I realize Dragon Ball is one of those few shows that you can watch and as much as like I like will sit there and I want to want to analyze or whatever, I don't with Dragon
Yeah,
Ball. I just don't. It's like the equivalent of like being like, you know, this is just why because it's awesome. And you
yeah. It's like, why that happen? Why do you care? It's good, it's great, like, do you see what has happened? Like, when you put logistics in it, then it just becomes a chore. But when you just sit back and watch a fight, it's like, that was so fucking cool, like, again, like, with, like, Goku v versus Frieza on Namek, that shit was super, super good.
I watched that entire thing one night. I watched the whole like from start to finish on my phone one night. And it was
That's awesome.
it was so long. I remember one there. One of my favorite animes is Beyblades, the original Beyblades,
Oh
and
my god,
I love
yes.
the first three series. And I watched all of it off of my iPod Touch. Like I sat there from
Oh
start to
my
finish
god,
over
throwback.
and just watched it straight through. And it was because I never had a chance to see it because every time they would air it and then it would stop and they would jump to a different station, but then they would continue it. So like it started with Beyblades and it went to V Force, but I didn't get to finish the original
Yeah.
Beyblades, so I had to go watch V Force. Didn't finish V Force. I went to G Revolution and I was like, this is some bullshit. So eventually I just
Oh
got,
my god, yeah.
but it was such a good show. I'm not gonna lie, I can nerd out about Beyblades for like ever, and wow, how much I love spinning
So
tops.
good. I like oh my god. I think the one thing with me is like I can talk about Dragon Ball, Naruto, um there's so many like other like game franchises like Star Wars and stuff like that I just love to talk about. But
I
God
love talking about
forbid,
Star Wars. Um,
I love it too, but my God, God forbid I say one thing that the community doesn't like, but I like is like, oh God, here
oh,
comes the witch hunt.
so I'm interested then. What would that be then? What would be? I'm guessing it's not a hot take if you actually had a working brain,
Yeah.
right?
It's really it's a lukewarm cold take, I would think. Um, of course, the OG trilogy is the perfection as a trilogy. Besides Lord of the Rings, that's to be the perfect trilogy as well. Um, I think the sequels get sequels. Sorry, I think the prequels get a lot of unnecessary hate, and a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon to like the prequels to appease the fans. Um, Sometimes people like, oh, episode 3 is my favorite. Why? But my personal favorite I love is episode 3. It's my favorite prequel, mainly because it's just shows, of course, how Anakin turned to the dark side, and then you have the Clone Wars TV show that goes towards it too, that makes it tie into a lovely little bow. And then I think also my lukewarm take is that Star Wars is in the position that they're in because people say, "Oh, we want George Lucas back." Do you though? Because of fans that keep talking shit about George Lucas is why he sold it to Disney, which is why we get the shit that we get now. So you want George back, but then God forbid he comes back and makes something for you guys, and you're gonna just tear him to shreds again. He's gonna sell it to fucking probably Paramount next. It's like, good lord, you gotta
That
pick and
is
choose your
very
battles. Like the creator of Star Wars left Star Wars because the fans pushed him to leave and sell it to Disney. And now that we were like, oh yay, finally, George is no longer part of Star Wars. And then we get 7, 8, 9, and then which was I personally enjoyed 7. I hated 9. I fucking can't stand Rise. Um, Mainly because they made no sense. To me personally, as a Star Wars fan, it doesn't make any sense. If people like them, that's fine with me. I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't like what they like. I personally just do not like them for the reason that they just didn't make any sense in canonical in tandem with the other movies that were already established, like 1 through 6.
Mhm.
7 was episode 4 reskinned, but it was a safe movie because it was like since 2005, since episode 3 came out, they had all of that time to make a new Star Wars movie, and they did. Um, but it was after George sold it to Disney, and then they did this, and now people are like, well, why do people like hate Star Wars? Because the fans don't know what the fuck they want, or if they do know what they want,
Oh
it's
my
a whole
goodness.
new conundrum.
You're absolutely correct. I think when it comes to Star Wars, and not much as I do enjoy Star Wars, I enjoy
Yeah,
1 through 6. Even though I will say, like, I've as much as I do enjoy them, I don't think one has some really cool moments, but I find it incredibly boring. And two, I can't even
right.
think like I don't really find two that enjoyable. So like it's like when I get to three, yes, did I like three? Yes, but did I also like it? I liked it because of, I mean, obviously as a kid, it was because of the saber fights. I like the descent of Anakin. There's a lot of red
Yeah.
flags that are very, very obvious that just they don't do because
Oh
they're
yeah.
dangerous. But at the same time, I'm like, I think I also kind of like three because I just dislike the other two. And so when I look
Yeah.
at seven, eight, and nine, yeah, I would agree. I think seven does play it safe, but I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I think a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
fans,
No. No.
um, they went into these movies also expecting very surface level, like
Right.
thinking when it comes to it. Because I think eight actually has a lot of potential to be pretty damn good. There's things in eight that I definitely do enjoy about Ray's parenthood not even mattering. Like it doesn't matter that she is
I
a
did like that.
yeah. I
I did
love
like
that. I'm not happy with how they did Finn. I actually don't mind. I kind of wish that Finn would have had his moment to sacrifice himself. I think him
exactly.
sacrificing himself and destroying that fleet for the First Order would have been
Right.
very, very interesting. There's things I would have done differently. I think there's things like the fight, Holdo not telling uh Finn and just having her just try to trust him, but not giving any reason to trust him. Like she felt like a double agent the entire time, and I don't think that's what they were going for.
Yeah. It did feel
Um,
like that. Yeah.
and so like eight is one where I don't hate eight in a vacuum, but when I connect it to the further series, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Right.
And nine feels like they tried to damage control eight, which I don't think they should have. But like there's so much shit in nine that I just am not a fan of. And when I look at like the series, I'm just like, ugh, like it's there. It's a movie that exists.
It's there. I haven't watched 9. I've actually turned me I haven't watched the sequels since they came out in theaters. Mainly because okay, so I saw The Force Awakens when it came out, of course.
Mm,
And then I think I was so like in love with Star Wars when it came out that I was wanting anything Star Wars caught in a movie theater. So I saw that movie 7 separate times in theaters because like I love Star Wars. It's so good. It's great. Anything is good. And then I saw the trailer to The Last Jedi. I'm like, oh, um, okay. And I saw The Last Jedi. There were some moments in it where I'm like, okay, that was cool. Um, but then there are some moments where I'm like, what did you do? Or then there were like moments where I'm like, you know what? Sure, fine. But then when I saw a nine, I'm like, my face was like this the entire time. Like, I was like, how dare you? Um,
I remember watching it and like just kind of just there was no really emotion on my face at all. And like
same.
when they started with like, oh, it's light speed skipping, and I was like, how can you do that? Like, do you not realize that is like some like I don't even think they would even meant like why would they light speed skip onto a planet? That's a terrible. Oh, someone mentioned somehow Palpatine returned. No, absolutely. Somehow Palpatine returned was the I'm not the biggest writer. I'm not the biggest writer. I'm not the greatest writer in the world.
Right.
But I do know if you have like how did he come back? Well, somehow Palpatine returned. I if you, I can met anybody who writes, I feel like probably checked out at that scene.
You can tell, even Poe Dameron will in his character, he just did not want to say that. You can tell he didn't want to say that
Mm.
because he knew that doesn't make any sense.
No, and then the other's like Sith cloning. I'm like, how do you know about Sith cloning? Like, I was
Yeah,
like,
the Death Star blew
when
up.
was this a thing? And I know that they do. I just said do. I know
I mean, that movie was doo-doo, so you're definitely right. So
that's
I understand
that's
that one.
fair. Like oh my gosh, there's someone who's speaking Russian, and I used to learn Russian, so I kind of recognize. I just don't remember what it means. So I'm sorry in the chat. I know I remember I did do take a little bit of like base Russian, but I don't fully remember what that meant. But I just it's just it was not a good idea. Like I think that movie could have used a lot of rewrites. I think
Right.
the I don't know. It was such a bummer. But I kind of wish that I do say the Clone Wars did help it. You look like Hyunjin from Stray Kids. I don't know who that is.
Hyun from the Stray Kids. Oh my god, you love Stray Kids. I can see it. I can see it.
Stray Kids. Oh, isn't that a band?
Yeah, it's a K-pop group. Yeah.
Okay, I was say that sounds familiar. But I think like the Clone Wars had some of my favorite moments in there. Um, from either General Grievous, from
Oh, and Grievous is great.
Anakin's moment where the one senator was like hitting on hitting
Oh,
on
on Padme?
yes, and then he like pulls his lightsaber out and he's like, oh, of course the Jedi would use he would use his lightsaber and he just drops it and he's like, all right,
Yeah, it's like you're the alien. All right, we finna throw hands then. It
all
would
right, let's
be
go.
my pleasure, and then beat the shit out of him.
Um, someone wants to know actually in the chat here, your character's name is it's an OC, right?
Yes, it's an OC from Dungeons and Dragons named Mayabi. She's a half elf, half tiefling character. I made her in 2012 during high school,
Nice.
and she's been with me for every iteration of like if there is a video game where I can create a character, I've made her in every game that can have character creation. And now I brought her to life in the VTuber form.
That's awesome. I love that. But yeah, like I think when it comes to the Clone Wars, there was so many cool moments. Like I wanted to be a Jedi when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie.
I still do, but I want to be a Sith though.
I think I would have ended up being like a Sith like after the first time when they're like, you just can't have attachments. But that other guy has attachments. No, he doesn't. Oh, okay. I guess guess I won't.
Yeah, for real. Like, I think the reason why I love the Sith more is just because I don't know, I love their drip more. I love their outfits, their
Who's your
dogma,
favorite
especially
Sith?
when it comes to Darth Nihilus.
I was gonna say Darth Nihilus.
I love Darth Nihilus, but I also do love myself some Darth Malgus, especially from the Old Republic,
Mm,
because he's only just pro Vader before Vader was a thing. And I absolutely love the way he decimated the temple on Coruscant in that cinematic.
mm.
He is so scary, and I love him so much. But yeah, I think it'll be Darth Nihilus, Darth Malgus, then Darth Vader at the end.
That's fair. I think when it comes to Sith, like I feel like Nihilus is just because he's just it's the drip, it's the haunting presence of like it's basically just Force
Yes.
Ghost. Like there is something horrific about that. I I'm a big fan of Vitiate.
Oh,
Um,
the Emperor. Okay.
yes, I think he's just I think Emperor or the yeah, it's Emperor Vitiate. From the he's
Yeah.
from I believe he's from with Revan and Malgus, and I think there's something interesting about just someone who's just at such a high peak. Um,
Yeah.
like such a high peak, and I think it's so cool. Like it's just like he knows he's at this point. There's not really much who can stop him, and there's something cool about that. I don't know. I love that kind of power dynamic there. I think I'm just a sucker for that.
Yeah, I agree with you too, because Vitiate was so cool, especially during that time, And then, of course, in the Old Republic games, then you had Valkorium, which is really just him again, but just in a new body.
Hmm.
And he was still a menace and still remains a menace in the game to this day, which is still cool that they are still keeping up with that. And then I'm so happy that we're getting Fate of the Old Republic. I want to know more about that game now,
I do
please.
too. There's so much about that game. When they revealed that trailer, I was pumped. I did not think that they would actually unveil a Star Wars game, let alone one set finally. And I hope this is more of a spiritual successor to.
That's what I'm hoping as well, because we need one of those.
Yeah, I was gonna be if it's. I'll be honest. If it's one of those like attachment thing to like let's say the Old Republic or something like that. I don't know if the Old Republic's still going or not. SWTOR. But if it was like just like some MMO kind of thing, I think I would be legitimately pissed.
Like if it
Um,
was an MMO or an attachment to the MMO, I would be mad too, because I don't think it will be though, because it's being made by the same person who did the first one, as in the KOTOR, which makes me already happy. Um, I think my expectations for this game are just, I guess, abnormally high, because I expect when Kate Hudson's on it, I'm like, all right, now I expect like, yeah, the guy who made the first game, KOTOR, he's working on it,
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm so excited.
That'll be dope. I think I'm actually more excited for Galactic Racer. Um,
Me too. It's on my list on Steam. I want it to be like at least a demo or a playtest, because I will sign the
when I
fuck up right
saw that
now.
they mentioned it was by Criterion, and I was like, oh my gosh, the creators of
Oh,
Burnout
I
are
love them.
making Star Wars.
Yes.
That's it. I was like,
Yes.
I was like, I don't expect much. I don't need much. I was like, you just tell me that, oh, this is Burnout with Star Wars, and I'm like, that's good. Like that, money's gone. Like that's it. Like that's all I need. Like that's awesome.
For
Um,
real. And you know what's kind of funny is the last Star Wars, okay, the last Star Wars game, as in racing game, besides Star Wars, I think Star Wars Racer or Pod Racing, whatever that one was, way back in the day.
yeah.
The last one I played, I'm so sorry, Chad, if you're listening, is Star Wars Super Bombad Racing with I think the giant heads. Um, it was honestly at the time, uh, not great. But back then, I'm like, oh, this was awesome. It's just Star Wars Mario Kart, and I'm like, now that I've rewatched myself, well, not rewatched myself, but after I rewatched the gameplay, I'm like, that shit sucked. Now that I really think about it, I think the only thing is, Darth Maul. Darth Maul in that game was the reason why I bought the game, because he's on the front cover. The only I think the only character in that game who uses a lightsaber as his ultimate, that he just throws it and it just takes out one guy in a hit. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but
I want more.
the levels are not that great, but other well.
I think that's what also why I loved like my favorite Star Wars games. They're pretty much there's two of them, and it's Pandemic Star Wars Battlefront 2 that came out in like 2004.
Okay,
I still play
okay,
that game to this day. It's on my Xbox. It has ever since I got it on Xbox, I have never removed it. Because
same with
I have
me.
so much fun, and I know they remade it. They did a remaster for it, but I don't care because I
Yeah.
like this version. But and my second one, it's the Force Unleashed. Like it's the Force Unleashed.
Thank you. Someone who actually knows what that game is.
The
I mean, I know that
highest
some people know what that game is, but not many people bring it up in the conversation of like the best Star Wars games of
no.
all time. Because it really can be, especially when you have like the Sith edition where you can really go to the temple and stuff like that, where it has more story with it. Oh,
Mhm.
it's so good.
And I love the fact of like so much of it being kind of a like in a way like almost a reverse Anakin kind of storyline.
Yeah,
I
exactly. Yes.
there was so many moments like I don't think people realize like how I was so hyped the first time when I saw like when Vader like is about to kill that like the rogue Jedi and like Star Killer takes the lightsaber from him as like a like a child and then just like holds on to it as like I don't know what I just did and Vader's like holy shit I don't know what you just did.
Yeah, because no one was able to take his saber ever. and a
No.
kid can do it. That's crazy. Like a kid with that has the potential of literally the emperor, because he literally tells the emperor tells him that he could have been a successor and his equal. That's
Mhm.
how powerful he was in the Force. That's crazy.
And it led to some of the most interesting moments because I mean, I remember when I first saw it and I was like, the lightsaber being held back, had backwards, that assassin style. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
that,
yeah, yeah.
that's cool. I love
Reverse
it.
grip.
I know like Ahsoka did it, but the thing that to me was like when Starkiller does it, it makes sense because it's an assassin style hold. It's a killer
Yeah.
hold. So like it never made sense for like a Jedi to do it, but I mean Ahsoka can do it because it's Ahsoka. But like uh,
Right, yeah.
I love the assassin style hold. I love the fact of how ridiculous you could get using the force powers, force repulse,
Oh my god,
would just
yeah.
disintegrate people. You had what was it for the lightning shield, and then when you got to pull the star destroyer down from the sky.
That was so cool. I think uh when we got to that mission, it was I guess just didn't like being shot at by the TIE fighters when you're trying to pull it down. I mean, I get it if that's a challenge, but then when you're doing that while on the hardest difficulty is
Oh,
really annoying.
the game does not age the greatest now. You can get
No, not
stun
even.
locked really easily in that game.
Yes, you can, and it's crazy.
Like it's hilarious how much you can stun lock in that game. But I think that it's one of those games I would really hope for like some sort of remaster. I would love to have a remaster with some quality of life improvements.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. I would love that too.
oh yeah, will it happen? Who knows? But I think it'd be really cool because I like the first and I like the second one. Um, and I know there was people who were like, "Oh, bring in Star." Some people were saying, "Bring in Star Killer into the Disney universe." I'm like, you realize how ridiculous he would be, right? Like,
If you
like
brought him in there, he would literally take out anyone he comes across, and it wouldn't be a fair fight. Not even a
no,
single one would live.
because I think because the canon ending is when you take out the canon ending is when you take out the Emperor, and so when you take
Oh,
out the
right, right.
yeah, so when you take out the Emperor, or you should have actually, if he wouldn't have tried to like take out the ship, you actually would have won.
Yeah.
Um, so I think yeah, if he could take him out, I was like, there's nothing. Like he'd be like just a walking tank. No one's winning against him. I'd watch it.
Especially, I would watch the same thing. I think what I loved about that, especially after you quote unquote not kill the emperor, but when um he makes you basically into his slave, and then you go to Tatooine, and then you go to Hoth and fight Luke and turn him to the dark side, which is something that Vader could not do, but you were able to do it.
Mhm.
Um, and then I wish it didn't end there. I'm like, what could happen now that we have Luke as an apprentice now to you? Um, and then we got into Force Unleashed 2, I think, where you fight Leia as a Jedi, which that part was canon. As in, she becomes a Jedi in the real canon too, so that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Then you kill her, and then I think my favorite shot is when the Star Destroyer is behind you, Star Killer is just sitting there, opens his Sith eye, like that's so sick. I want more of that. I want more of
I
that.
I love the Sith eyes. I think
Same.
one thing I was wanted to see a lot of was there was a couple of there's people I listen to when it comes to Star Wars online. Like Stupendous Wave is one that I listen to.
Yeah,
Um like I used to listen to Star Wars theory, but I really don't anymore. I don't think he's been very good for the community in my opinion. But as of late, I should say.
agreed. Agreed.
As
Lately.
but like when it comes to the one I was listening to was like, what if Vader won, right? What if Vader ended up winning, and so he ended up raising Luke and Leia, and like they ended up
Yeah,
becoming insanely powerful too, and then as a family, they ended up taking out the Emperor. Um, so I see someone in here, Fusion. Fusion, I will mention you in here. I've not played the Force Unleashed. It is a bit of a clunky game now. The game came out in 2008, but it's still really fun. Definitely,
I
I would give
agree.
it a go if you can find it somewhere. It's worth it. But
I believe if you have Steam, it should be there for like $10, $10 at the most, I think, or $20.
something
But the game is yeah, something like that. But the game is still it's still relatively very fun to play. It is clunky because it's like 2010 style game. But it is still very good if you want to be on a fucking Jedi slash Sith power trip and just want to ragdoll some troopers and rebels.
there's what is it? Is it Bl- Blood and Magic or Sword and Magic? It's like a VR game that
Blade and
some
Sorcery.
yes, Blade and Sorcery that people end up modding a lot and like making Star Wars
I
characters.
did that.
Oh, you
I
did? Oh
did
my
that.
gosh, I wanted
Yeah.
to, but I want to get a MetaQuest 3, right? I want to get the MetaQuest 3
Yeah.
um because I had the MetaQuest 1 and actually I sold it so I could go and get the PC, get the setup and all the other kind of stuff because I thought that was more important.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to get the MetaQuest 3 so bad because like I loved it. I loved everything when it came to the MetaQuest. I ended up almost throwing my arm out because I was playing boxing so much and I was getting so into it that I went for a haymaker and next thing I realized I was like, oh nope, that's bad. No,
Especially games like that, Blade and Sorcery will literally bring out people's
dark
anger,
side.
yeah, especially because I have Star Wars mods, I have Wolverine's claws, and when you have Wolverine's claws and you're getting shot at, and then you want to like kind of like role play a little bit. There was one
That's
time where I got shot in the game, right? I look at my arm. I looked back and I just pull out the claws. I start running at them, screaming and like charging. My neighbors think I'm a psychotic bitch, but it's okay.
no, you're good. It's fun that way because it's a sense of immersion that's just like so
Exactly.
insane. And they do lead to some really fun, like really some really fun moments. I watched
Oh,
there's some people I
exactly.
watch online
Yes.
that I think is just really cool. It's kind of like Beat Saber too. It's another one like I really love. Um,
Oh, Beat Saber is great. Oh my god, but the workout, damn.
but I know that you talked about when you talked about Naruto earlier, right? And
Yes.
something that's really interesting that I've been doing, and I've been doing this with a friend of mine, so I wanted to try it. This is the first time I've done that on here, and it's like called we trying to give characters a bag, right? We're trying to take characters that throughout the show that don't have like a whole lot, and then you in the universe like as much as we can without breaking it too much, trying to give characters a better bag, like so they actually have a bag of tricks that seem kind of better. Because the first one we always used was Sakura.
Sakura?
Um,
Okay.
because I feel like Sakura is one of those characters that should know a lot more than what she does. Like her and
Yeah.
this might be a flaw with like the writer himself, but like it felt like there was so much that Sakura should learn that we should see besides her just doing the punch and kicks.
I would think so too, because like I think Kishimoto, especially not now, but when he was writing, I know that Sakura knew way more this he let on, but he's never to see it in the manga and or the anime.
Mm.
'Cause I don't get me wrong, I'm not a Sakura hater, but I'm a Sakura. I guess I'm a Sakura. I wish he could do more. Is I don't know what they call him, but I guess like her one big moment was again when Naruto and Sasuke were on the battlefield and they did their summoning jutsu together and then they all did that. That was cool as fuck. But I know that she could do a lot more than that. Um, like
Hmm.
Rock Lee, for instance, Rock Lee should get way more screen time. Because Rock Lee is hot take. I think Rock Lee should end up with Sakura instead of Sasuke. Because at least Rock Lee would know how to treat her right, and Sasuke would, and Sasuke is always out. I get it, why redemption arc and stuff like that, but Rock Lee and Sakura would have been a better pairing. But I would not know how their kid would have turned out with a bowl cut, with bushy brow.
Yeah, my
I
brain
won't
is
know.
thinking about that right now, and it's kind of such a horrific thing to think of. The
Yeah,
like
I understand that for sure.
like just thinking about like Sakura's kind of hair, but like Rock Lee's eyes, and I'm like, I just feel like that's a little too
Oh
intense.
god. Oh
Yeah,
god, yeah. That feels like a meme character at
yeah,
this point. Oh
it
my
was like one of
god.
those like psychotic me characters, and you're like, I don't think I like
Oh
that.
dear, yeah.
But
But I still think that would have worked out with Sakura and Lee because I love Rock Lee. I wish he had more to do in Shippuden. I mean, he did have a little bit more to do, Especially now that guy sensei is now in a wheelchair permanently, so it's like give Rock Lee more to do now.
Oh yeah, and like so when we were creating like a better, more jutsus for her, the first one we gave her was the sage mode, because I find it so
Oh
weird.
yeah.
She's the only one that doesn't have one, and I also found it kind of ridiculous because Kusuya should be able to know some sort of sage. So we kind of broke it. We're like, fuck it, we're gonna try to give her a sage mode, and so in this version of sage mode, oh, excuse me, what we did was we took so basically her sage mode activates and her whole like body starts to almost secrete like kind of like a slug itself.
Oh, I like
it's, al-
that. Hold
it's
on,
almost like
yeah.
some sort of toxin that it secretes, and what it does is that it also, so if she can command what it does, but like if if an enemy or something like that were to heal her, she just some she can kind of manipulate her chakra due to her, and she has really good chakra control. She can manipulate
Yes.
her chakra into it actually. So if someone hits them, it's like an acid sting to it. But if she puts it on another
Oh,
person, it can heal them. So she can now heal from afar. Um, so she
okay.
would,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see
So
that working.
also I gave her, just because I thought it was cool, is that she could actually use it as like almost like some sort of sliding mechanic as well. So it kind of increases like her own speed and stuff.
Okay, so give her another mobility scale. Okay, I like that.
We worked with, obviously she would be training alongside Kabuto because Kabuto has had that whole switch now. So a lot of his abilities that he knew as a ninja or as a medic, she would know too. Um, including
Okay.
some of Tsunade's abilities as well. So
Yeah.
like obviously Tsunade's abilities of like one of my favorite techniques is the one where she can mess your nervous system.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that one. I wish we would have saw more of it, and I think Sakura should be able to use that. Um, Also, we were always working on ways to also work with that secretion.
Yeah.
Um, so either it can be used as like a healing area itself. It also not only, like I said, it puts that toxicity around her. So now, if enemies or someone were to punch, try to hit her, it would not only hurt them, but her punches now deal additional toxic to it.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
it's like when she punches a character or an enemy with said toxin around her fist. Oh, okay. So it does like toxin and poison and stuff like that once it hits them.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the thing is that there is a cost to it, and the cost is actually you have to release the diamond. So
Oh,
but you
right.
can't hold back while using this ability. Um, she can also make clones out of the acidity.
Okay, that shit right there is awesome. Like you would have like toxic clones of Sakura. Um, would they also explode upon impact if once they get hit
I didn't
or
think about that. If they could, that would be kind of cool. But I also thought too that so she uses her clones to spread themselves out throughout the battlefield, similar to
okay.
Naruto. So how Naruto would slap someone and give him chakra, these
Yeah.
clones would be able to actually completely wrap around a person, and then they kind of disappear into that one, and that would allow,
Oh shit.
yep. So it would allow it to heal much faster as well. Like so
I
that
think it would
ability
be
that,
cool as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. So like the what Naruto was able to do, I want soccer kind of to be able to do something similar to that as well. So,
Okay.
so those are kind of a couple of the abilities we thought of for Sakura because she just needed more. Like her, there's actually a bunch in that series that, that needs more.
I think
Um,
what would be cool too with that ability that you gave Sakura is if maybe she could also like with the cloning, um she can kind of do like a Datara thing where she could have them all like crowd around someone and do the handstand mode and they all blow up into a sea of acid mist.
oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that would be really
Because
cool.
that'd be cool as well. Because then like maybe to enemy, I mean I don't know how it would discern from enemies to allies where it would hurt enemies, but it would heal allies in the mist. But then it would be kind of counterintuitive. So I'll be
Right.
like, maybe something different would be worked out with that. But kind of like a data thing where she does the thing, the
Mm.
hand symbol, all of her clones that are already around a certain enemy just explode into either a cloud of mist. Scream, it's John Marston. Oh my god. It's John Marston. Oh, Micah. Okay, Red Dead Redemption. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
I have not I have not played Red Dead Redemption. Like I've started it and just have not finished it.
I personally love the first one. I love the second game. I wish that Rockstar did not abandon it for GTA 5. Um, because Red Dead 2 had so much potential, but then they kind of abandoned it for GTA Online. And I get why, because it's the more popular of the two. But I like me some like Western gunslinging, But
Mm.
I guess Rockstar has other priorities, like GTA 6 is probably gonna be delayed again till 2027. So
I'll say I don't think GTA 6 is gonna be really not released. I'm sorry, gonna be delayed. Uh to me, one, I think they'll lose the hype at that point if they leave it one more time. It's just gonna go, and they're already on like the
right
very edge of what they have. But I think too, those shark card sales though. But I think
there.
with it as well, November makes a lot of sense. November makes a lot of sense. Because one, around that Christmas time, people are gonna have a little bit more money. That Black Friday sale, everyone's rushing to get something. What bigger than it is to go get your kid? Because we know parents are gonna get it for their kids.
Yeah.
GTA 6. Like, I think GTA 6 will be very successful. I don't even have it as I call it my too early to tell uh game of the year.
Yeah, same.
My game of the year so far, my too early to tell one is actually Tides of Annihilation.
Oh, is
Um,
that not the new Jennifer English game that's coming out soon, like this
yeah,
year?
one because of Jennifer English. Like she's she's on
That's why
fire.
that's why I'm buying it. That's why I'm
She's
buying
on
it because I love her so
fire this
much.
year. Like it is like between Mael, Shadowheart, like it's just and then now
Ah,
the
yes.
character. And then on top of that, like you telling me that it's like fast paced, kind of like a Bayonetta, doing like Knights of the Round Table, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine with
Oh,
that.
that's it. Yeah, I'm already in. I mean, the moment they said Jennifer English, I'm like, yep, that's it. I'm already in. But then you have that gameplay that looks actually really good. All I need now is a release date, and then I can just save up my money because I think the only games I'm looking forward to this year are Path of Annihilation. I think if Star Wars Racers comes out maybe mid to late of this year, I still get that because again, a Star Wars game with from the makers of Burnout, sign me up, please.
Exactly. I think I don't think I feeling that probably won't come out this year. I have a feeling it's going to be a 2027 thing. I think Fate is definitely going to be a 2027 release. Um
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't because I've been waiting for so long. For like
I
any game that involves Jedi or Sith or just a good Star Wars game in general. I didn't buy Outlaws, but I bought it for $10 because it was a good sale. Um, and I'm gonna mod the shit out of game to where it's because I love modding games. They're my favorite thing to do is just a mod a game where it just looks better, which is something that the dev should just do from the beginning. But if the uh, if the fans do enough, then sure, I'll play a better Star Wars game. Like, have you
right.
heard that Starfield got a Starfield got like 200 gigs worth of Star Wars mods, and I was like a really good Star Wars game now.
Yeah, I heard that
Starfield.
so Starfield from what I heard, I forgot who told me. I got a mutual of mine who's a developer and I believe hello Voidling. I believe
Hi.
uh they I forgot what he said. Um that Starfield I think got a big old patch. They're getting like a big 2.0 kind of like Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh.
to
Okay.
redo everything. Uh do you recommend playing KOTOR for the first time unmodded or with quality of life mods? So here's my big hot take. I didn't like KOTOR. Like I I didn't like
Oh
KOTOR,
my god.
and there's a reason why. I just love
Okay,
saying that
okay,
first. But the reason
okay.
why, a lot of it, the reason why, oh my gosh, I gotta put my hand up all the time because my AI thing will, if I turn this way, it'll move.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
yeah, okay, I
and
see
then
what you yeah.
it'll eventually put it back. It's so annoying. I try not, but it'll throw itself off really easily. So the reason why is really just because of the fact that it is so, like, as a game, it's very old. I think the story fantastic, right?
Oh, yeah, of
It's
course,
one
yeah.
of those games where I like to call like a game where like I had to be there kind of game. Where I wish I would have played it in the time period
Fair.
that it is in, because now I don't find it very appealing to play. Like I'll deal with some jank when it comes to older games, but there comes to a point where I'm just like, this game is way too old for me. Um,
Right.
and so that's my reasons for why I don't like it. But I think it's not because of the actual game itself. It's just really, really old. It's just that if I tell you, hey, I don't like KOTOR, I get that expression. They're like, I'm sorry.
Right, no, but it's okay. It's like it's okay to have your opinion. I'm not gonna say it's wrong or anything. But I would probably say, like, if you wanna play KOTOR for the first time, I would probably say play it with the quality of life mods. Maybe 'cause there are things in the game that needed to be fixed, that they are now. Again, the story is untouchable. That's the best part about it is the game. The story is incredible. The gameplay leaves a little bit to be desired, which is why where those quality of mods come into play. So I would say do with the quality of life mods. Again, like he said, I guess it was one of those we had to be there at the time that game came out to play it with unmodded. We can still play it unmodded now, but at that point, you will definitely feel the age, especially
Mhm.
now. So it's yeah. If anything, you play KOTOR or you can play SWTOR of the MMO. Um, it's fun. And you can play it for free. Of course, you can't mod it, but you can still play it for free. So I recommend either one of those two.
I would say so. Um, by the way, what's your favorite Zelda game? Ooh,
Oh, okay.
how about we go with three? Because I think they sometimes it's hard with just like one.
Yeah, with one, it's very hard because I like a lot of Zelda games. God, I mean, of course, I my first one was Ocarina of Time.
Mm.
Because that was my first one I've ever played. Um, oh God, I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom because I just couldn't afford it at the time. Um, probably I would say Link Between Worlds, Ocarina of Time, and probably Skyward Sword.
Okay, those are all three good ones. I would probably go Twilight Princess,
Oh, ooh, yeah. Okay, okay,
the Minish Cap. Um,
okay,
I think
okay.
people don't really seem to. It's a like an underrated one for a lot of people. And probably Majora's Mask.
Ooh, very good picks. Those are very good picks as well. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I love, like, Twilight Princess was one that, I mean, everything that I liked about Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess just did it better. Like just hit me just more.
It would just hit yeah, it hit better in that game too. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's kind of like, as much as I do appreciate it for what Ocarina of Time did, Twilight Princess just hits me in the way. Like, there's so much cool stuff when it comes to Twilight Princess. I was just like, I like this more. Um, I would say, when it comes to Minish Cap, I think a lot of people forget about that one, but I remember my mom buying me it for the Game Boy Advance, and I loved every aspect of it. The big ability to like shrink and shrink and grow, and how those both that mechanic would fit into them. Um, like so, I think it was very, very interesting. I personally loved it. I loved every aspect of it. So it was cool. And then I think that the last one being Majora's Mask is just really interesting. Like, if you I don't know if you've
I think
ever. played it.
I think with Majora's Mask, I played it and then my cousin broke it.
Hmm.
And I never forgive them for it. I mean, I did because then they bought me it again. Because I guess it was they said, "Oh, I was very angry," and I'm like, "I get it, but you didn't have to break my video game to prove a point." Like, come
Oh,
on. Like, mom spent money on that, and then you're gonna just whatever, whatever. Oh my god.
I I remember it was playing Ocarina of Time, and I've been playing that game for like it was like 45 minutes. As a time as a kid, I was having way too much fun with it, and my dog ended
Yeah.
up hitting the reset button, and
Oh
so I
no.
was
Oh
so mad. I
no.
was so mad. There's me like at like 6, 7 years old, just like chasing my dog. I was so I was so
Oh
angry.
my god. I've been so. Oh my
Oh
god.
goodness, yeah, it was. You know, I'll say this too. Like, I know people have a lot of issues when it comes to Nintendo. I personally love Nintendo. I know it has a lot of issues, and I'm not happy with the way that they deal with their industry stuff. It's hard because like there's so much nostalgia that hits with Nintendo.
I
Um,
think I agree. I think my only thing with them is I don't like their patents since their patenting of the littlest things. That's
yes,
my only issue is just the patent system that they have.
yes,
Um,
I agree.
because God forbid a game does something that you guys do but better, then you get mad at them for being more successful when you guys. This might be a hot take. I love Pokemon, but recently their franchises, I call it the FIFA, the Nintendo FIFA games is literally what they are. Pokemon is like the Nintendo. It's the same stuff every year with a different color of paint and a new roster. I don't feel like they really innovate much when it comes to Pokemon right now because right now Game Freak is doing their own game and it looks so good. Um, but
Yes.
again, I
Oh my
still
gosh,
like Pokemon. I still like
I
Pokemon.
forgot
I
that
just
Game
wish that
Freak's
they
still
would
doing
innovate
that.
more. Yeah,
Um,
and I'm still waiting for that new game that Game Freak is doing.
no, exactly, and I would agree. So my thing is like, okay, so when it came to like, I played like Pokemon. It was like Red, the version first one, Gen 1 through 3, I think up to like
Yeah.
played Pokemon Black and White. Thought that was really good. Went over and played like the last one I played was Violet, and I had fun with Violet. Like I think
Okay. Okay.
I go into the Pokemon games just kind of going in with like an expect, just knowing to what to expect. You know what I mean? I don't go in with
Okay.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like hoping that it's going to be this amazing whatever, but like seeing like for me seeing the Pokemon in the open world, knowing like okay, that's cool, like having kind of those little boss fights with some of the other like larger ones. The gym battles were kind of what expected. I don't like if I come into a Pokemon game expecting like this like big story like from there, like you're going to be disappointed.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so I went in there expecting like to have cool little gym abilities. I expected to have just be able to fun catch Pokemon, see what I can do. And so I got that. Like I give that game, I don't like giving rankings too much, but I give it like a 7 out of 10. Like it's still solid. It's fun. It
Okay.
just doesn't do enough for me to really like push it any higher.
Like
But
push
like,
any higher, right?
but I went and played lately. I've been playing Digimon Hacker's Memory, Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Ooh, my friends been playing that too. I've been watching them play it
Oh
too.
my god,
It looks very fun.
I love it. I have been so enamored by it.
I
Um,
love that phrase. Yeah.
it's because I remember, I remember watching a couple of the Digimon series or whatever, but like that's about it. So like all these mechanics are so new, and whether it's like they go up and down, like you can digivolve to like bigger ones, and I'm like, it's funny as I'm like playing this game, and I'm like, I don't know how people thought that like these Pokemon could take on these Digimon because like these kids walked around with like legitimate dreadnoughts and
Yeah, honestly though, I was yeah. That's actually a really good point you made right there.
like it is insane to me. There's like, oh well, it's like, like I have my Charizard, and I'm like, cool, you're like 6 foot Charizard versus my like 14-foot mecha dinosaur that can shoot like missiles out of its chest. Like, what are you going to do against that? Like,
You can't. You're gonna get destroyed, kid. Sorry, GG easy. No re for you.
like I'm like, holy cow, like so I think it's really cool to see all the Digimon. I like how like the Digimon have their own individual personalities. Um
Yes.
that's really cool. some of the missions you're trying to help. Well, you're trying to help this one Digimon. You have to fight another one, but then you help this one Digimon realize that he just really looks up to this other one, and like it's cool to see like if for humans they're like, well, they're just programs and blah blah blah, and then you start to realize no, these are like
Right.
real living breathing things. And then I realized that Digimon is it's just Expedition 33. Like so
It's just like, yeah, it's basically just anime X33 at that point, yeah.
so it's great though. I will say it's been really really fun. I think I'm starting to like Digimon more than I like Pokemon now, and I'm like I didn't think that would be possible.
I'm still trying to look for I guess I will look into that as well, because I've been looking to get into, I guess, those kinds of games again. Because I guess the last game I played was like that was X33, and that was my game of the decade. 'Cause that game literally was I think that game was literally everything I love about video games and then some. The music was fantastic, the characters are fantastic, the voice acting is impeccable, the graphics are good, I love the environments, the story was amazing. Um, it's just I don't I don't know, that game is just so good now that I can't think of anything else that can really top that for me right now in terms of, like, gaming. Like, it's just so it resonated with me so well, and not a lot of games really do that nowadays with me because they all kinda blend into the same, uh, like, story beats in a sense, but, like, Act 3 did something completely, I think, unique and different, which made it stand out way more than I thought it would. Um, I personally loved it to death.
Expedition 33. I know like
Yes.
I have it I don't have it as my game of the decade. But I do know that it was really good. Someone mentioned is Digimon something popular? Yeah, Digimon's weird because it's in this weird space where like it's not as popular as Pokemon, but it's so much more in depth than Pokemon, in my opinion.
I
Like
would I would think, yeah, I would think Digimon is a more in-depth, mature version of Pokemon.
yes, if you
Um,
want to see something like if you want to see, I would say like a better, in my opinion, better stories, better, more in-depth characters. Like go like with real stakes. Like
yes, the stakes is also really good in Digimon.
yes, I would go watch Digimon. But I did like I was bringing it back a little bit. I don't have Expedition as like my game of the decade. I would say I would probably actually go to Elden Ring. But I do
Oh,
think it was
okay.
yeah, because I had for my game like for like last year, I know Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year, and I really liked Expedition 33. I don't know if I have it as my high because as much as I loved it, and it gave me that feeling that I haven't had as a kid in a long time of like this was amazing from start to finish. It was another game that gave me very much of a feeling, but it was from like someone who's older but also has a love for superheroes, and that was Dispatch. Um,
Oh my god, thank you for mentioning that fucking gem. That game was so good. I every time an episode ended, 'cause I guess it came out, like, in 3 episodes of 3 or 2,
it started with
and once
two,
they
and then
ended, yeah, once it ended, like the episodes, I was maxed, and I'm like, "Damn it, now I have to wait more,"
mhm.
because I'm like, I was super invested. It it gave me, I guess, the same feeling like that too, because that game put you through the ringer with good story, good writing, very funny. I
Oh,
didn't expect to
funny.
laugh as much as I did because that game is hilarious. I love Robert Robertson. Maybe it's because he's just funny. He has comedic timing. He's great. Um, and I just love him. But okay, question: Invisigal or Blazer?
I chose Invisigal to start with.
Let's
Um,
go.
and so I this was my take after I finished playing it. I was like, Invisigal in Blonde Blazer is literally just the adult version of when you were a teenager, and it was Blackfire versus Starfire. Um,
That's
I
so true, my
so many
god.
people chose Blackfire, and I'm like, and that's why you're in the position you are right now.
Oh my god. I mean, listen, I love Blackfire too, but I
But
can't go on with Starfire.
I
Starfire's my
I
girl.
loved I loved Blonde Blazer, and I loved how much they really made you think. And I think for me, it was the fact of like Blonde Blazer comes in at your worst, at one of your worst spots at the moment, and like, oh yeah, I just want to help you out. Why? Like, why you want to help
Wasn't
me
it for
right now? Like, I'm
you?
not doing well. And I'm like, damn, I started to
Yeah.
realize maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody didn't trust Blonde Blizzard being like, oh god, she might be a secret villain, but put on a disguise as a hero. And I'm like, people she's just trying good in a world of villains. But when I first saw her too, I'm like, what's your angle? What do you want
Mhm.
from me? Then I'm like you said, damn, maybe I am the problem, you know? I'm like, oh no. Um, but I ended up going with the Visigal, and then I ended up doing the Blonde Blizzard route because I want to see, you know, the scenes how they play out differently with each new romantic option. And I will say, oh, it's very tough because I love them both very much. And then have you read like the comics that they give you if you get the Deluxe edition? They add so much more nuance to the story.
Okay,
Like
I'll have to go check those.
how Water Boy got to got to the place got to the place and how he became a hero, quote unquote. Um it's really cool, as well as Shroud's backstory.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool too. And I liked Shroud. He was serviceable as a villain. I think honestly my favorite two characters in there are Trackstar and Royd. Um
Oh, wait, Roy's my goat. He is my goat.
Royd every probably not every, but like I feel like every adventure game, adventure anime, whatever it is, has your one like, dude, this is my bro character. In JJK, it's Toto, right? In Mass Effect, it's Garrus. In Dispatch,
Garrus,
it's Royd.
yes.
It's Royd. It's just like when he was talking about like, oh, he just shakes his pants or whatever, and I'm just like,
Oh, and in the bathroom scene, yeah, that got me
yes, I'm like,
fucking cackling. Oh my god.
I loved it when I'm gonna excuse myself from this. I don't know whatever is going on with this HR violation, but like
Oh, right. Yeah, I love that. That's a good line too.
he's it's
I think my favorite thing he's done was, oh god, I think it was probably at the last episode where you're fighting outside the headquarters and he's also helping you out and getting your suit ready. Um, but I think one of my favorite things I love about Roy is his undying loyalty to Robert. He wants to help him get his suit fixed by any means necessary. Well, not really, but by, you know, by any means, really. But he is just he just is a bro, and you just can't help but love the guy because he's just so down to earth.
oh yeah, he's just so down to earth and such a he's just a person who just legitly wants to help. Like, and
Yeah,
I think that's what makes it awesome. Like, yes, there might be a challenge, uh, you know, there might be a challenge, the challenge of rebuilding the suit, but I think he just is it's a nice dude. And I think that like Robert embracing these people who all are like people who are either just trying to do better or just want to help, just want to enjoy
yeah,
themselves, and like whether it's Blonde Blazer, like I know a lot of people complained about Blonde Blazer's whole thing, but yeah, like when your whole this is very much like almost like a Superman identity where your whole identity is just you as a hero. Like there, nobody gives a shit about you after you take off she takes off the amulet, you know.
yeah,
And so I like that bit. I like that bit of it. Voidling, I'll get into that in a moment. But I like that bit of just, even though it doesn't feel like, yes, she's only a brunette and she's only, a couple inches shorter, it that's a huge thing for her when you're only known as just this hero and that's literally it. There's no one gives a fuck about you underneath. I would have loved to have seen like whether if it was like, after they revealed it was Mandy, right? And
yeah.
had a scene of her in her own fucking house or apartment or whatever, and it's kind of shitty too, and you realize
Like it.
she's not far off from being the same. She's very similar to ending up the same way as Robert. She just didn't.
Yeah, and the thing with her that I loved more about her is literally what you just said was like no one cares what she lives underneath, which is why she broke up with Furama Man. Because in the comic, they show what happened at the sushi place where you had that talk, and you get to see the entire talk, and now you see, oh, why'd they break up? And I can see it, and it's great. It adds way more to her character, and I have always with Blonde Blazer. I did tell her what she like. What do you think? I'm like, you know what? I like brunettes, so yeah, I like you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about do you care about the person with the mask on? Do you also care about who it is with the mask off as well? And that's why I love her. And there are a few characters in that game I just not can't stand, but I just fucking absolutely adore. Besides Lone Blizzard and Visigal.
I love
I love
Phenomenon.
Sonar. And I
So
also love Phenomena Man. Sonar is one
Phenomenon,
of my favorite.
I think what Phenomenon, oh my gosh, got me was because he's not really a bad guy. Like he
He's
just
not. He's just
he's
very
just
dumb in his luck.
yeah, and he's an alien. He legitimately does not know like the ins and out of like how people work.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Like I mean, there was that scene when he ends up kissing Robert.
I was gonna say, did you ever end up telling
Yes, I
telling him that you
did.
kissed? And then
Uh,
yeah, I did too. Like I'm like he's gonna fucking punch a hole
I was
through my
I
chest.
did when his eyes like slowly turn up and look at Robert, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie, there was a
I'm
part of me
dead.
right there that kind of just like shit my pants. I was like, I think I'd made the wrong choice. Like,
Yeah, let me. I told him like, listen, Phenomenal Man, I kissed Blazer, and then he looked at me, and I just went like, please don't, please don't,
like
please
I'm wrong.
don't. And then he just kissed me. I'm like, oh, well, hi, damn,
Well,
can I
here's a
romance
nice
you
few
next? Yeah.
like he was great. They all were, and I know you mentioned Sonar too. I love I never thought that Moist Critical's voice would work so well for a character
I
like Thumb.
know, right? Like it has like a few YouTubers in there. Jacksepticeye, Charlie, and then Alana Pierce as the lovely. Oh God, I keep forgetting her name, but it's the demon girl. I love
Milova.
her.
Is it
Yeah,
Milova?
Yeah, Malevola. Oh, she was so
Milova.
cute. I love her.
Yeah. She's just, and I think I loved, I loved Flambe. Flambe, take
Oh,
care, Fusion.
Flambe.
Flambe was
Thank
so
you,
great.
Fusion.
Um, and he cracked me like when he's just like, "I'm a bitch. My name's Robert."
Oh my God, the karaoke thing at the bar was great. I laughed for 5 minutes. I think what got me to laugh for 5 minutes straight was when that happened during the credits.
Yep.
Where I'm like, there's no way. I lost my shit laughing. It was great, especially with the past that Flambe and Robert have, and
Mm,
in that scene where they're fighting inside the burning building, and you see that he lost fingers because of Robert, but he doesn't know that that's him until he actually go to the I think it's to the taco place,
yep.
and
The
then he
taco place.
reveals that he is and then he reveals that he is him, and then the only person that does that really care that you are is Sanbei because of what happened. And I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. Sure, why
Fun.
not?
And I love that. And that was right after their big fucking fight. Like they're that
Yeah.
and they're all jumping in, including Robert as well is jumping into the fight as well. And I'm like, this is I love that he's okay with not taking the high road. Like I at the end would have been okay even if I didn't finish with like having the romance with Invisigal. I didn't really it didn't really matter to me. Like I chose that ending, but it didn't really matter. Um at the end, her like recognizing that she could be later Voidling, like her being a hero was good enough. Um
Yeah.
But I think it was the fact of how much Robert also had a bit of he looked kind of looked up like he was a bit above these guys anyways. And then you
Yeah.
slowly starts to realize that they're just no different. And like when they're all telling him their actual names, I
I
loved that.
loved out that scene. That scene got me in a way because it was like it was like a coming together moment for them as a crew that they okay, now we're getting to the emotional part. I mean, the emotional part happens a while too, but this is the emotional part of the episode. And that one got me a lot because it was really well written, especially at that point where they're like, Men's Victor, come a fucking winner. I'm like, yes, you are. Yes, you are, Sonar.
And
I
loved
love
how
that.
Jeffrey Wright, however, as track star is by far one of my favorites. Like
Oh, that's such a good casting
when
choice
he's
too. Oh my
explaining
god.
them, like, oh, he's a Harvard grad that never shuts the fuck up about being a Harvard grad.
Yeah, about being a Harvard graduate. I love that. And then I think at the very beginning of the game too, when it says this call is for quality fucking assurance purposes, and he goes into a fucking cursing raid on like, damn, he's not happy. I love him though. He is great.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright he was a person I would love to do an interview with because he seems like such a genuine person.
He
Like,
really does though, doesn't he?
I love it. I love his work so much. But also I want to get to Voidlings here in a bit here because I know I said I was going to. What do you think of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Ooh, I love it.
The water dots.
I
But I believe with JoJo, don't get mad. I haven't watched it.
what? Just kidding. I
It's okay. I guess because like I said, I guess I was shonen out after watching Naruto for such a long time. I just put up every shonen anime on demand and just watch a slice of life for a while. I've seen clips of JoJo here and there, but it looks really good. Um, the only thing I think I've known from it, I think that's where Zawarudo came from.
yep.
The resets time. I think that what's his name? Is that
Dio.
JoJo Star? Oh,
Dio.
Dio. Okay.
Yep. And you're the thing with I loved with JoJo's is because it just goes so all over the place. Like it's one of those shows that just does stuff. And like, and the whole time you can have a
Yeah,
moment where it's you have these serious aspects, then all of a sudden, yeah, you just have this dude just screams the world, pulls a knife out, and he just screams Muda multiple times before throwing it at someone, and you're just like,
okay,
why?
that's actually hilarious.
The
Why?
JoJo
Because fuck
references.
you, it's us. I love it.
Oh, it's so awesome. Like I love it. I know it's definitely one of those animes that is not for everyone, and but it's worth it. Something that you mentioned too that I actually wanted to touch on, and you mentioned like sometimes you need a break away from it from like a certain kind of genre.
Yeah.
So you delve into like slice of life then?
Oh yeah, it was just nothing but slice of life and sometimes some isekai here and there because there's a lot now, a lot more isekais than there have been in like the last year or a few years. But I've really enjoyed slice of life because one, it's just more down to earth. Like, of course, there's the whole Bunny Girl Senpai, which I watched all of that in the movie. Um, and of course, we have the Musume, which is just the horse girl racing.
I've heard
And then it's incredible. I highly recommend that one really a lot. And then of course you have Dear Lion April, and then I watched. I think
is that good?
it's gonna make you cry. It made me cry a lot. It's really good though. I highly recommend it as well.
Okay. I'll have to because like I've been so like so it's funny because when my wife and I started dating, she was like not an anime person at all.
Right.
And so over time we've slowly got her into watching certain ones. So we first watched Death Note, and
Oh.
yeah, she was like enamored by it. She was like, "This is really really cool." Um, and I was like, "Yeah." So then we started watching other ones. We started watching one called Kotaru Lives Alone. Um,
Oh.
that's
Okay.
on Netflix. That one made her cry. Um,
Oh God.
you don't know if you've ever seen it or not.
I don't think I have. No.
Okay, so it's about like about this a little apartment complex with a few characters here and there, and
Okay.
all of a sudden one of their new tenants is like this 4-year-old kid, and
Well.
yeah, they're not sure why. They don't know why. Like this doesn't make any sense, and so he's just such like, he's such a he's this kid is such a sweetheart. He's maybe like 4 or 5 years old, but he's like he
Aw.
tries to live by himself. They're not really sure why, but like they slowly, like as time passes, they all feel like they need to protect him. So they all end up becoming almost like a surrogate family to him.
Oh, that's adorable though.
Oh, it's so cool. Like for one of the main dude, I forgot what his name is, but like the main dude in there who's just like, I really don't care. But every time he sees this kid, he's like, I feel like he just you can tell he feels like he needs to. He needs something's going on with he's like,
Yeah.
I can't let this kid just be by himself. So like he'll sit there and there's days where he's watching this, he watches the same little cartoons over and over. And so eventually he comes
Oh,
in and he sits and watches it with him and like it's super cute. Definitely recommended. I don't think it's very long. I think it's like maybe like 13 episodes. I don't know. But
oh,
then
not
like
bad.
I got her to watch The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
Oh, yes. Okay, okay.
You've seen that one?
I have. I have
And
a
I
perfect question for you though. Have you ever seen You Are it's called You Are Miss Servant.
mm-mm.
It is incredible. It's literally about like an assassin. It's an assassin who's being hired as a maid for this one guy for this like one kid. Um, but all she knows is how to kill. She does not know how to do like household chores or things without going into complete like assassin mode. Then she starts to learn more because this guy is teaching her how to, listen, you're allowed to feel these emotions. I understand that you are a ruthless killing machine, but you don't have to be. You can learn how to love, you can learn how to have fun, you can dress nice, don't have to always be in that stuff. Or it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's a cool little slice of life with some action, but not too, you know, uh like shonen stuff. So but I
I'll check that
really
one.
think it's really good.
I'll check
Yeah,
that
it's
one
really good.
out. And then I think the one we're watching right now is the Apothecary Diaries.
I have been told by my community to watch it for so long. I'm still trying. I have to catch up with all my anime on my list, but this is definitely on there though.
It's really good. She's like my wife is a pharmacist anyways, so like watching this is just
Oh,
like, oh
okay.
yeah, this is right up her alley. And then the next show I'm going to try to get her to watch because she don't really watch like any kind of shonen. I mean, the closest thing we get to a shonen is Death Note, but I'm going to try to get her to watch Free Run.
I
Um,
still go watch Free Run.
Free Run is
I've
so
been told to watch it too.
yeah, it's really good. 10 out of like I'll give it 10 out of 10. Super recommend it. Loved it. And it's just I think what's fun is people who are just like, I would never watch these, and then you just watch them start watching them, and you're
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna say anything to you about it. Like I'm not gonna like be like I told you so, because I don't need to because I already got you doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like the moment you say, "Oh, watch Free Run," like, all right, sure. And then once it happens, that's it. It's GG. Like my friend told me to watch Konosuba, and he told me how he showed me like a clip of it, and I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll look into this. And then I watched the first like few episodes. I'm like, I can't stop watching this show. I fucking love this show. And then I started watching everything that had to do um, with Konosuba, and then oh my god, it's just so much fun. It's a great fun. It's a great. That's one of those like animes that got me laughing so hard I was crying because all the bullshit that happens, especially with Darkness. Because yeah,
Because yeah, I love that. Have you guys ever watched an anime that has a boy and a girl trying to survive a world that has monsters and aliens, but the girl was actually died as a boy and then transferred his body into a girl? I no.
that premise sounds familiar, but I don't know what the anime would be called.
Yeah, what's the anime called?
Um, because the premise sounds familiar, but the title I wouldn't know.
No,
Um,
some of the titles get too long.
yeah,
Like
especially
isekai
currently. Oh
title.
my god.
I think it's
The
isekai
isekai
titles.
ones, oh my god, yeah. Especially like the one that I'm trying to watch, but like with my friends, like, oh, what's it called? I just texted to him. I'm not gonna say it all because it's such it. Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
Let me tell you more about it. Okay.
Yeah,
I wonder if I search it up on the internet, I might be able to pull it up. Let's see.
I don't
Uh,
know. I'm trying to think about what it could possibly be. Heavenly Delusion.
Heavenly Delusion. Let me see. Heavenly. Wow, I'm gonna type anything on my fucking screen. Okay. Heavenly Delusion. Let's see here. It's about the journey of teens Maru and Kiriko searching for heaven, and the mysterious life of children in a seemingly utopian facility called Heaven. Okay, so far I've seen where it says about that, although it does look familiar still to me. And there
Mm.
is a school that has a barrier, and they do not let the kids go far from the barrier. Wait a second. No, I'm still trying to think of something. It's not Gachi Akuda. Oh no, I actually do not know. Um, that's going to irritate me that I don't know the name of this
That's
anime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. That's weird. I don't really know what the anime is myself. It's a male protag, Maru and Kiruko.
Oh, okay. So I just read that one. Okay, so that was it then. It was that one. Okay.
Mm,
Heavenly Delusion then. Okay.
I'll have to go check that one out. That sounds interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I'll have to go because I know, like, right. So, what do you like? My question then, really quick, is what are you reading currently or watching currently?
Currently I actually have my visual pulled up right now. I'm currently watching well I just finished Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. I just finished that one. Um I've already caught up with Dress Up Darling, you and I've already read all the manga currently. I already read all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um I think right now I'm currently watching is Restaurant to Another World.
Oh,
Um 'Cause I love cooking animes. Especially when it has to do with like legal stuff. Like this one's cool because each episode they go to a different world and then they have to make the cuisine that they like. But then the chef knows exactly how to make it. And it's still like Food Wars where they have like a complete like food gas or whatever. But it's just like they love it so much that then you start to see them in other episodes just eating there as a regular. And it's really cool. Um, but so far I've been watching Restaurant to Another World, um, Cleopates,
this
um,
is good. That was pretty good. I haven't finished
and
it.
I'm still watching Ruri Rocks, and I think Anohana. I'm rewatching Anohana again.
Okay. I only watch like one or two at a time, but like so far, I finished up Sakamoto Days. I'm still working on finishing up My Happy Marriage. Um,
Oh, okay.
that was a pretty good one. I like this season one. Season two has been kind of little wishy washy, but it's been okay. Uh, what was I gonna say? B Stars was one I was working on. Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that one. And then I just finished up Records of Ragnarok.
Oh, I was supposed to watch that as well.
I love it. I love when people ask, they're like, "What is it about?" And I'm like, "Just take action figures and just smash them together." And that's what every time I tell
That's
them.
fair. I was
Like,
wondering, have you ever watched I always ask people who watch anime this, have you ever watched the Ghost Stories dub?
I have I have seen all the well, at least most of the clips and stuff of the Ghost Stories dub, and it is the wildest thing I think I've ever seen.
I
Like,
call it the official anime abridged series that started it off because it is so out of fucking left field that it is great. I always consider like watching the Ghost Stories dub as like initiation into a bridge series because it's just the official one, I would think, which is great and I
it's
love it.
it's great because it's just so like you're sitting there and you're like, they really let y'all get away with get away with this. And some
Yeah,
of
they said, oh, the script, fuck that, fuck us, say what we want to say, and they really did.
yeah, and it's there's another person who does these ones which I really loved, which is he goes by Rab So Petty. And
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
he does like voiceovers of like different characters and stuff like that. And a lot of it's like he was like JJK the hood version, right? So like it's like just different kind of language, different dubbed over.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Jujutsu Kaisen at all.
I have
Uh,
been told about Jujutsu Kaisen, but I've not watched it yet.
okay, yeah. It's funny. Um and I really really enjoy it. So like it's good. It's good stuff. I would recommend it. Like I said, it's up on YouTube. So it's this shit's funny. Like this shit's just funny. My eyes are like glancing over. I do notice the chat. And so I just kind of like if something, I'm not gonna lie, if something in the chat comes out that I'm not interested in, I just kind of move on from it.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand that. Just me.
Yeah. So I will say, the one thing I usually ask before we'll kind of wrap this one up here, because I appreciate you being here and just kind of
Of course.
talking,
Thank you for
getting
having me.
people
Of
everyone,
course.
letting people know where like who you are and everything. And
Yeah.
um, the last thing I always ask is what does gaming mean to you?
Gaming has always been a gaming for me has always been a source of therapy. Usually when I'm going through any type of hard time, I always do it towards either two things, music or gaming. Because gaming is a safe space for me. Like I can go ahead and play a Star Wars game. I can go ahead and go back into my favorite franchise like Mass Effect or Dragon Age or what have you, and just go on, just have fun again and be told good stories by developers that actually know what they want to talk about or they know what how to do good storytelling. But yeah, for me, gaming for me has always been about just being my own person and enjoying stuff and de-stressing from the shit that reality throws at everyone sometimes. Because sometimes you just need a good video game that just put you right in the right mood again. So
That's fair. That's 110% fair. And Arian, what game do I like? I'm all over the place, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I pretty much, if I find a game that's fun, any of them right now, I will stick around. I'll go play it, no matter if people say it's good or bad or whatever it is. I like to make my own opinion on stuff. But
yeah,
that's the best way to do it. But no, I
he
appreciate
likes
that.
Sonic.
You like Sonic. I am a big Sonic fan myself. Actually, I love Sonic.
Hey,
So I really love Sonic. Thanks for outing me, Jack. So,
damn, Jack, out of him. Damn, okay.
but yeah, it's I do air.
Anytime is crazy.
It's my job as part time staff.
Oh
Girl,
my
you
god,
spell my name
Jack.
wrong. A Ryan. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call you A Ryan from now on.
I'm gonna
Like
go with Ryan.
just Ryan.
I don't know. I mean,
Ryan. Orion. Oh, it could be
it's all
Orion.
about how you tell us. Ooh, Ratchet and Clank is okay. I I have a oh god, if I have a top four, uh, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, Sly Cooper, and Crash Bandicoot of my four. I love those four. I wish they would bring back Sly Cooper, but I know that they won't. So either way, I love Sly Cooper. Um, especially Crash Bandicoot when they, you know how they. Uh, I guess with Crash, I love Crash. I played Crash 4, and I was a big fan of. Oh, thank you for saying that, Jack. I appreciate you. Um, but Crash 4 was, I think, my least favorite. I love Crash 2, I love Crash 3, I love Crash 1, but Sly Cooper ha has my heart because I just love how that game ended. I played the first one, I loved it. I loved the second game, I love the third game. I played a little bit of Thieves in Time. Um, then
Did you
but
like it?
then I liked it until literally no bullshit. My friend took my disc and never gave it back to me. We're not friends anymore, so
That's
um
that's fair.
he took he took my game. I never got to finish it, so I had to either watch a YouTube video on how it ended, or I wonder if I can buy it on the PS Store. if I can, I'll do it because I love me my Sly Cooper games. They're like my favorite.
That's fair. I know I'm a big like Ratchet and Clank is by far like I would put it up above as like one of my favorite franchises. It's I love them so much.
Oh, okay, I like that.
I'll put like I always have ones like I really like Metroid, so I love the Metroid franchises. I'll put those high up too.
Oh,
Sly
Metroid's
was cool
good.
until
Okay.
4. I actually got really upset with Sly 4. I think it's because Sly 4 felt so unneeded. Like the story wrapped up in 3,
And 3 for me it did, yeah.
and then like um and once I got to like 3 was wrapped up, and then 4 came through, and they're like, it's going through time, and I'm like, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And then it was by a different game company too. So like when it was gonna be by a
Oh,
different
yeah, it's
company,
true.
I was like, okay, I don't like the art design. I don't like the some of the I don't know. I'm not a huge like I'm not a great writer, but like some of the writing in this is just very much Um, I wasn't really a fan of some of it, like the way that they did some of the characters and stuff. So, overall, the game was fine, but it wasn't anything that really blew me away. And then I know, like Jack, I know this is my, I don't know, it's not really a hot take, but it's a game that I do really like. And I really liked the Jack X, the combat racing. I actually had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, I don't think I played that really. I've only played, like I said, I've only just played the regular Duck and Dexter games. I didn't play like the racing. Um,
Racing one's fun. I don't know if you can really. It's hard to really find it nowadays, but if you get a chance, I think it might be on PlayStation Plus. If you get a chance, I would check it out.
okay. Oh, Voidling. I'm just currently now, not currently, but I am going to be playing Persona 5 soon. Um, a
Oh,
lot of the
it's
Persona games, my friends been telling me about playing Persona. Um, so yeah, I love depending on how, of course, story is told in Persona, because it's a bit like wishy-washy. Um, no, I guess because like certain Persona games I've tried, I did like the third game. I actually really like the third game. I think they like remade it for consoles and stuff like that again or something like that, or remastered it. Um, but Persona 3 was pretty good. I played Persona 4 a little bit, it was golden. And then Persona 5, I'm just now starting. Um, yeah.
I mean, Persona 5 is by far one of my favorites. It is the one game that I really got into that I didn't think I was going to. Like I kind of just bought it off on a whim.
Yeah.
Um didn't think much of it. Like I was like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like it, but I've heard people talk about it and they enjoyed it. And so I was like, okay, um, let's see if I will enjoy it. And I did. Overall, I loved it. It was I sunk in hours like crazy. Like I thought it was fantastic. And by the time I finished it, I was like, this game is so good. And then right out the time after that, Persona 5 Royal dropped shortly. Um, and so I tried Persona 5 Royal and I was like, uh, it's dope. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, I'm okay with this. Like, this is dope," and I liked all the quality of life updates with Persona 5 Royal. You're gonna give me another whole palace, another whole semester, semester, quote unquote. Um, different kind of like personas to capture. The game is very breakable. Um,
Oh, is it?
yes, Persona 5 Royal
Oh
especially
God.
is you can if like it's kind of like if you know what you're doing, um like if you know what you're doing easily, easily breakable. Like you can exploit like I was rocking in like high powered personas fairly early on. By like maybe like the fourth or fifth palace, you could already start bringing in some high powered ones.
Oh
Um,
shit. Okay.
yeah, and so like it just requires some setup. So it takes like a decent chunk into the game. but once you get to like a certain point, it's pretty simple. Like you level up very much similar where you level up and you can fuse your personas and all that. Well, if you there's specific personas, if you know what to fuse, like you can easily jump high levels, higher. I loved 5. I love 5 Royal. I played Persona 3 Royal. I gotta finish it. I did not finish it.
Oh, okay, got you.
Because it bounced off the Xbox Game Pass. Metaphor Refantasio is really good as well. Still working on that one too.
I heard about that game. Like it's like people be I think my friend who's a big Persona fan said that I should try that out. I'm like, bro, I just started playing Persona 5. I give me a little bit of time. My God.
Oh yeah. And so I would say the last one, or because I know of Persona 4 Revival, I believe is coming out. What's what it's called. And that one is going to be, I think, pretty cool too. Jack says, shout out to Xenogears and Xenosaga series. All of us were too young to really truly understand how goated the stories were. Um but we still felt that it was gold. I haven't played Xenogears or Xenosaga, but I know I've talked to you about it too, Jack. But it seems like it's really fun. Someone asked me if I'm on creatine, and I don't know. That's kind of weird. Bro, what anime episode are you seeing? Not the Persona one. Don't watch the Persona anime. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh
uh,
yeah.
like, don't watch the Persona. It's I personally didn't like it. I didn't think it was really good. I would just tell people to play the game and then make it through from
Right.
there. So, but like I said, I really enjoy this conversation. And I enjoy
Me
you being
too. I enjoyed myself.
awesome. And like I don't know, these fucking goobers or something else, huh?
I've been
But
seeing it, and I just had to say, if you want to bully someone, please don't do that online or at all. It's not needed, and it's not going to be tolerated. I swear. It's not to get you anywhere. We won't get you anywhere except for negative attention. So please, just be nice to Afro, please.
it's all good. I've learned that people are gonna people. You just
Yeah,
gotta
I
keep
know.
fine, I'll just bully
Help
him
him
in
and be it. Jack, oh my God.
DM.
Privately bully Afro is crazy.
That's funny. Jack's good stuff. He's funny. But no, like I said, I appreciate you being here. And my question also is, where can they find you?
Oh, if you anything, you can find me on twitch.tv/MayabiVT. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will be going live today though. I'm adding Tuesdays to my schedule. Cause I do collabs with a lot of YouTubers currently, and I have a lot of fun. So
Oh,
if
nice.
you want, pop in and say hello on my Twitch channel.
Awesome. And for all those who are here, you can catch me obviously YouTube and Twitch because that's how you guys are watching this. They don't do TikTok yet, so I still can't do TikTok ones, unfortunately. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe someday. But for there, it is also I got my own Instas. I don't really use Threads ever, and I got my own Facebook one too that I started up and we're putting clips on too. So they've always been really really fun. I've been enjoying myself. Um,
That's good. But to hear that.
oh yeah. So for all those also in the chat, appreciate you all being here. And as always, I'm Taylor from Afrofish OG. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.